What's up, guys? Welcome back to another adventure. Now today we're back here at Dollywood. We're showing up a little later in the evening, right around 5 p.m. Now the reason for that is that we're going to be diving into a little bit of a look into this new 55 after 5 deal that Dollywood's got going on during the festivals. Now essentially what that is online you can order your tickets ahead of time. They're going to be $55, but they don't let you scan it until it hits 5 p.m. And that's what time it is now. So we're going to be going into the park. It gives you 4 hours. We're going to basically just let you guys know if it's actually worth it or not, or if you should just wait, come back here at park open and just spend that extra little bit of money. Now let's dive in here. We got 4 hours to see if it's actually worth it. I'll see you in the park. Here you're gonna see the prices if you're doing a 1, 2, or 3 day. And then if you're showing up after 5 p.m. you can also do the $55 ticket. But let's head inside here. Now as we're getting in here, making our way around, looking at the app, a lot of the wait times are way up. Most of the coasters are 20 minutes or higher. And for some odd reason, Demolition Derby is at a 55-minute wait. We're gonna make our way around there and see what's taking so long on that ride. Alright, now you guys can see the prices there on the time savers. Now with it being as busy as it is today, that's probably going to be one of your best bets if you're looking to ride a bunch of rides in these 4 hours. Sometimes it's hit or miss on the crowds, and today it's just a random Wednesday and it's real busy. Probably busier than I've seen it in the last 2 months. Now the time saver though, that's 60 bucks if you want to do just 8 rides, or you got $80 for unlimited. And without those, you're probably going to get 2-3 rides in with the way that the ride time or the wait times are looking right now, unless you just get very lucky. So Lightning Rod was temporarily down whenever we first walked in, but now it's sitting at a 30-minute wait. But I think what our plan is that we're going to make our way around the park a little bit, just kind of explore, and hopefully the wait times are going to drop like they have the last few nights that I've been here. Because if not, it is going to be not so fun standing in the lines. As you can see, getting our way over here, the water's still up, it's flowing, River Rampage still going, and it's October 5th. So whoever said the 23rd or whatever it was of last month it was supposed to be shut down, they were way off. So now even with the heavy crowds, you can see the food lines aren't too bad, just a little bit here after 5 o'clock. Now we're gonna head up this little back way here. We're gonna go up to the bumper cars there. We're gonna see why it's sitting at almost an hour wait. I just don't really believe that. Okay, getting down here into the country fair, you can definitely see it's a little more on the congested side. This right here, you can see that, gentlemen, that is the last person in line, so I don't see how that warrants a 55-minute wait. Let's take another look at the app here and see if it's really setting at that. Okay, we just looked at the app. It's still showing a 55-minute wait, so we may just have to venture around the whole park here and check out the lines, because there's no way that these wait times are currently correct. You can see even here in this little plaza, every single one of the picnic tables is being used up. Got the line there backed up for the Sky Rider. People playing all the games, so it's definitely a random busy day. Let's head around to the other side of the park though, see what these roller coasters are looking like. Kind of a bummer. We were going to stop off here and get that 3-bean chili, but it does not look like the barbecue corner is running today. Doesn't look like it's got the sign up or anything here anymore, so that's kind of a bummer. Let's go see if we can find that. Maybe they moved it to somewhere else. See here, says that it's temporarily closed. Please visit Hickory House. So maybe up there is where they've got the 3-bean chili setting out for the moment. Got a little performance going on here right outside the chapel. Looks like the sign over there says the McNeils. Alright, now as we approach the Hickory House here, see the line's not too bad, so if you are coming later in the evening, the food lines really aren't too crazy. But I do not see any of the festival food signs, which means no 3-bean chili today. That's kind of a bummer. As we get up here to the Blazing Fury, the sign says 15 minutes. The line is hooked around outside, which is going to be way more than 15 minutes. Not really sure who's running the wait times today, but they are slacking on the job. Now you can also see though right here beside the Blazing Fury, you got the path where they strung the lights up. They do light them up in this nice little purple tent. We'll circle back around when the sun goes down a little more so that we can give you guys a better look here. Currently, you guys aren't going to be able to see it. It's up there, but they do have the... Well, let's walk up here, actually. It's a weird little sign. I ain't never seen it. So they've got this little sign up here talking about bees. But the Eagle is closed. Don't know how long, but looks like it's down for bees all the way up there at the top of the hill. And I guess that's a good thing because I really don't want to jump on a roller coaster and be getting attacked by a swarm of bees. So good on them for closing it for that. Bad on the guests for not getting to ride it. On our loop around here, we'll cut through the plaza. You can see they've got some of the characters out. Over here on the left side underneath the little lodge here, they do have Harvey, the pumpkin out. Still don't know who the females are, what their names are, but that's the pumpkin master hanging out here. As per usual, Mystery Mine's backed up, busy as ever. We're gonna work our way up, going to Wildwood Grove, just venture around. See if there's actually anything that's worth jumping in line for instead of having to wait a half an hour or more. I think right now it doesn't matter which section of the park you're in, the crowds are pretty heavy throughout everywhere so far. So they got this little snack stand here closed. So sadly, that's a few different food options that have been closed down that we've seen so far. Hopefully that doesn't become a trend because they had that problem last season and it just wasn't that fun having a 45-minute wait to grab one bite to eat. Give you guys a current look here at all the wait times. Okay, we're gonna backtrack out of Wildwood Grove. Main purpose is just to come back here to see if my little plaque has been put up on Dragonfly or not yet. We're gonna keep checking every time because eventually it will be there. It's gonna be great to see. But everything right now is pretty high on the wait times. Even the ones that they don't show on that little sign got pretty long lines. So we just venture around, go grab us some food. You can look, you can see the massive wave of people that are heading towards us, towards the back of Wildwood Grove here.
Now we're getting spring breakers here.
Surprisingly enough, you can kind of see between the trees here that even the drop line's got a line back up on it a little bit here. Something you very rarely see. I think currently right here, this has been the best wait that we've seen. As you hear it rolling over me there, but it says 10-minute wait. It actually looks like there's a longer line, or about as even of a line on the time saver as there is the normal side.
Welcome to the Thunderhead.
We're gonna skip out on that. We'll circle back around and catch a ride on the next loop, but we're gonna keep continuing on. You can see even with the crowds as heavy as they have been, even right here in the big skilled area, the food lines are pretty much non-existent. Alright, now we stopped off and grabbed the sweet potato poutine again, but you can see they've actually got the fries that are originally supposed to go on it. I did not get the onions this go around, but also I think they added some bacon this time. I don't think that was on there last time. I'll have to go back and look at the other video, but I'm pretty sure it was just cheese and the onion crisp. Alright guys, now we've killed an hour and a half here, kind of venturing around. Doesn't really look like the wait times for any of the rides had dropped too bad, so we just kind of picked an unfortunate day to where the crowds were a little heavier than what they have been. But as the season goes on, gets a little closer to the Christmas time, it's just going to keep getting busier and busier, and it really doesn't matter what day you show up. I mean, look like today, it's a random Wednesday, and it's busier than it's been on even Saturdays here in the past month or two. Now, with that, so far, if I showed up after 5 o'clock and I was here to ride rides, I wouldn't have been the happiest camper because I'd either, one, had to wait in a lot of lines and only did maybe 3 rides so far, or I'd have to spend some extra money and get a time saver pass. So, now if you come to Dollywood and enjoy a show or two, you can see right here, they're at the Back Porch Theater. They've got a performance going on. There's no shortage of shows or performances during the festival, even if you do show up in the later evening. You can see this is the Woods, and they're playing at 6:30 and 8, so we got 2 of the later shows here. So you don't have to get here early if you're wanting to catch some of the performances. As you can see, there's going to be a few of them that only perform later on in the evening. Now, on our first pass through, the cinnamon bread line was just a little further out than what it is right now, but you can see that once we start getting later into the season and the crowds show up, this line, it's going to look like this pretty much all day long. Well, we got Patches the Scarecrow, or aka Wilbur the Snowman. And you can see old Ollie the Owl Shaman, he's hanging out, she's hanging out. Not sure which one that is. Here's something new. You can see right beside the Hickory House Barbecue, they got that new photo opportunity. Pretty neat. Now let's head on up and see what else we can find. Over on the bench you can see this gentleman with these giant pumpkin prizes from a distance. I actually thought those were some kind of new character that was out here meeting and greeting. On the second loop you can definitely start to see the lights a little better here. Don't look like they do anything crazy like they do during the Christmas festival, just kind of sitting here hanging out being purple. Still looks nice though. Looks like as we're circling back though, they do have the Wild Eagle back up and running. Let's go look and see how long the wait is. Okay, forget what I said, we're not doing the Wild Eagle, because right there what you've seen, that's where the line is starting. I'll hit the bottom of the stairs. Don't know how many of the switchbacks are being utilized up top, but we don't really care to even find out. We're out of here on that. Here's another sign outside of the Wild Eagle that I don't think I've ever noticed, or it hasn't been here. Talking about your cell phones, your Apple Watches, things like that. Odd. Now another thing is too, with the crowds being a little heavier, anywhere that you would want to take a picture of you, your family, you can see that there's going to be some sort of crowd either moving in front of it, sitting in front of it. So don't expect to get all the pictures you were wanting. As the season goes on, the later and later it goes, the more the crowds build. Unless you're gonna be able to get all those nice little memory shots, because every little spot in the little sidelines, you can see people just kind of getting tired and hanging out. Now, this part right here, I don't know if you can hear it, but this is for you, Miss Theme Park Vision. I think this is the Illuminate song that you were talking about.
They brighten the night with their magic light.
You can see Mr. Mine's lines dropped a little bit. They're still showing a 25-minute wait. Now here is the unfortunate side of the theme parks, is that I should have wrote it earlier, because now the line's even further. It says 10-minute wait. I'd give it at least a 15 or so. But we're gonna go ahead and, I guess, continue making our loop. You can see too here through the window that even the bakery is kind of backed up, making it really hard to just kind of pop in and take a look at everything that the festival's offering, without having to stand in a ridiculously long line and potentially not even have anything that you wanted. Give me another current look at the wait times. It is 7 o'clock now. Stop off here and give you a look at some personalized ornaments. This is one of those, if you want to get a personalized ornament for the holidays. These are prices here, $23.97 for a hand-painted ornament. Now if you're looking at doing those personalized ornaments, they do have a select few pictures, and then you just personalize what it says on it. You can't get a custom picture made on them. And those run $23.97, I do believe. Alright guys, now with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a day here a little bit early, but we've seen everything that we pretty much needed to see to make our opinion on this 55 after 5 deal. And if you got in here on an unfortunate day like today, I'd say not worth it. Now, some of the other past days from the beginning of the festival, it was alright. After 5 o'clock, it really wasn't too busy, but as the season grows, the wait times, the crowds are going to keep going up. So I feel like if you have the option to do a full day, spend the extra $35, get a full day ticket or get a 2-day ticket, so that way you can take your time and actually enjoy the park. So then by the time it gets to the sundown, you can actually walk around and enjoy all the lights, because you've probably already done all your rides, you've ate your food, so then you can just casually stroll. Now, if you only have this amount of time to come in, obviously do it. The $55 is a great deal. You only get 4 hours, but you can still get quite a bit done. And if you want to pay the little extra cost and get a time saver pass, you can get a whole lot done. But hopefully with that, gives you just a little bit of an insight on the 55 after 5 deal. But remember, as the season goes on, these wait times and crowds are going to keep going up. It's not going to go down. I mean, towards the end of the night, you might get a little bit of a relief on the crowds and the waits, but won't see much difference on that. But with that, I'll see you guys on the next adventure. And as you guys are new, just make sure you hit that subscribe button so you guys can keep following along on the adventures. Peace. Hey guys, it's me from the future. Now I've decided to pop back in the park 2 days from the first recording, just to kind of look at the crowd levels, see if they had dropped or done anything different, and they are even worse tonight. So be prepared. If you're trying to do that 55 after 5 deal, that you're either going to have to grab a time saver if you're wanting to do rides, or you're just going to fight through a bunch of crowds, because here until the end of the year, I feel like it's just going to keep on staying busy like this. So again, if you have the chance to get here all day, do it. The 55 after 5 is a good deal, but if you're here to get a lot done, I don't see that happening from here until the end of the season, unfortunately.